Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shamoya, and over here we do all things lifestyle, beauty, and self-care. So today is actually the intro to my new series that is going to be on my channel for self-care. I didn't want to just dive into like a bunch of self-care routines and all this stuff without breaking down self-care. I feel like I need to start with an introduction. So we're just gonna sit here. I'm at my little vanity in my bathroom. And yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this series just sitting here, doing different routines or skincare or just different things and just talk to you guys. So if you like this little setup, let me know and we will keep it going. So yeah. If you want to see what I'm talking about today, keep on watching. We're gonna dive in. I'm going to be steaming my face tonight because believe it or not, I don't think I've touched this steamer for 2 years. Probably for a year. 2 years is a little excessive, but this is from Amazon. If you guys are interested, let me know. I actually bought this steamer back in 2020 during the self-care era when everybody was doing self-care, and yeah, I need to put it back into my routine, so I took it out, dust it off. Let me turn it on and let it run for a quick second, get any little particles out of there before I go into putting it on my face. My skin is super dry, breaking out, so we're gonna do a little hydration routine if you must. So yeah, the reason I wanted to have a self-care series on my channel is because I found myself in 2022 preaching to my family and friends about self-care. They would talk to me about issues or stuff like that, little rants, little things they have going on, and I'm like, girl, you need to be doing this. You need to be doing that. Self-care, self-care, self-care. Give yourself grace. Like, I found myself being the preacher to everybody. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring this to my YouTube channel. Hopefully this will, document my journey and also help somebody else who may be wanting to start a self-care routine and don't know where to start. So we're going to start with what is self-care. So while I was preparing for this video, I wanted to, hopefully the steamer doesn't like affect the audio, but I wanted to come with like a full-on definition of self-care, because maybe for a lot of people they feel like self-care is just a term or fancy term that everybody came up with. For example, soft life. I feel like when people hear soft life, they're like, oh, that's just something people made up to make themselves feel better or not to do work. So I wanted to come with a definition of self-care. So this one article says that self-care includes a variety of ways to preserve a person's wellness or to maintain health. So basically for me, or what does self-care mean for me? For me, it means doing things intentionally to take better care of myself so I can take better care of other people. I feel like self-care is putting yourself first. Self-care is taking care of your overall health, not just the physical. Because I feel like when we think of self-care, we're always like, oh, I need to lose weight. That's the physical, or I need a workout. But what I came to learn was that self-care was more mental, physical, emotional, just the overall well-being of that person. So that is my definition or summary of what self-care is. And I'm over here talking, not doing my skincare. So let's grab some hyaluronic acid and put that on because my face is dry. So yeah, that is what I've come to realize that self-care is. It is the overall health and well-being of you as a person. And if you're not healthy overall, then it's almost like you're useless to the people around you. So even though you might be the fittest person in the world, if you're struggling mentally or emotionally, then it's gonna affect the people around you either way. So that is why sometimes when people see or find out that someone was struggling, it's like, but they look so happy, or how did they, how did that affect them? I thought they had everything under control because one aspect was good, but the rest of their well-being wasn't okay. So let me turn this a little bit. It is not hitting my face. Okay, there you go. Am I the only one that used to think that self-care was just, oh, you lay in your bathtub every Sunday, or on Sundays you do a full 8-step, 10-step skincare routine, and oh, self-care Sunday, yay. I used to think that was self-care was, until the last few years when everybody started like preaching about self-care and breaking down, certain self-care stuff, and you're like, wait a minute. So self-care means doing this for myself, or self-care means setting boundaries and doing all these other things. And it kind of made me like reflect and realize that I did do some good self-care things in the past, but also I need to work on these few things to make it even better. And I would say self-care is a journey just like everything else, like your fitness journey, weight loss journey. It's not gonna happen overnight. And even if you lose the weight, if you don't maintain and keep doing those things, it don't matter. So self-care is kind of the same way. It's gonna be a journey. It's not gonna be, what serum should I use? It's not gonna be overnight, one step. It's going to be a journey. So that is why I wanted to share this series, because I'm like, there's so many aspects to it, and I just want to talk about the things that I've learned and done over the years that I'm glad I did, because I feel like if I didn't do these things, who knows where I would be right now. So yeah, that is that. But like I was saying, I feel like a lot of us, especially those of us who using this Summer Friday mask because I wanted to steam, and it's a mask that you don't have to rinse off, so I like that. So for most of us, especially, oh, it got dark. For most of us, especially in the Black community or Caribbean, just us Black people in general, I feel like we weren't raised in a way where we saw our parents and our family truly take care of themselves. And self-care might be a term, but it's not a new term. Like, we didn't grow up in a way where we saw the people around us be intentional. That's the key word with self-care. Be more intentional with everything that you do for yourself. We weren't raised in a way where we saw the people around us like intentionally do things for themselves, take a break, rest, just practice self-care. They'll always go, go, go. They spend most of their lives taking care of everybody around them, especially their kids, me included. They spend most of their time just making sure you're good, making sure your kids are good, they go to school, they eat, they have clothes, they have everything they need, but they're not taking care of themselves. And then one day they wake up, and either one day they're gone, or they're just old and there, and looking back and you're like, wait, what happened? Like, what did I spend my life doing? So I think I came to a realization that, you know what? I don't want to live my life with any regrets. I don't want to look back and say, oh, no, I never had that experience because I was putting this person first, or I never had this experience because I didn't feel like it was important, or no, just regrets. It's either you're going to be regretting things you've done or never did, or you're going to be unhappy miserable, frustrated, all those things if you don't take care of yourself. So yeah, we didn't grow up that way where we know to take care of ourselves. So because of that, now we're adults and we're like, no, we need to be doing this for this person and we need to be taking care of this. I just got to be go and not take care of myself. If I take time for myself, that's a bad thing. If I take time for myself, I'm neglecting someone else, or neglecting my duties, or my parents are not going to be proud of me because I'm doing this for myself. Am I the only one? So I feel like I understand why a lot of people feel like they can't take time for themselves. But I'm here to tell you, you better start taking care of yourself in every single aspect. So what I've learned is self-care is, like I said, it's different dimensions. So over the next few weeks, I want to dive into like each dimension and just kind of cover what I've learned about that, what I've been trying to do to help with that and just stuff. And I'll give you guys an example, just like mental. What are you doing to make sure you're mentally sound? So yeah, hopefully, like I said, you guys will enjoy this series and find it helpful. And the only way it can be successful is if you guys engage with it, share your journey, ask questions, and I'll try to answer them. And again, this is not just like I'm a professional teaching about self-care. This is me saying, hey, this is self-care. Here's how I've been implementing that into my self-care routine. So I'm gonna share like what was some of the early things that I did that I didn't even realize were self-care. Like setting boundaries, saying no. It's so much, so much. So yeah, this was my little intro. Ooh, look at my skin. Ooh, so good. Ooh. That feels so good. See how the product just like absorbed into my skin. Ooh. So yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this little intro to the self-care series. Let me know if you guys are looking forward to this. Yeah, just let me know. One more thing, I think I'm gonna stick to uploading these on Mondays, so you can expect a new series, a new episode every Monday. I already have it on my calendar for the next few weeks, and hopefully I can piggyback off what you guys are asking and saying, and then go from there. So the next episode, again, I will talk about just the early things, like me growing up and just me becoming an adult and things I had to learn that became part of my self-care, and I'm glad that I did. So yeah, look at that skin though. So I think I'm just gonna sit here for another minute or two, take this steam in, let the rest of the product just absorb into my skin before I go to bed. Might use this little roller too. Don't worry, we will get into the products and the tools, all those stuff. We will get into all that. But I just wanted to talk about the overall self-care. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this little intro. Give your girl a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below, and I look forward to seeing you guys next Monday for the next episode. But don't forget, we have a video Wednesday and Friday also, so that's not stopping. But the self-care episode will be next Monday. So that is it for this video, guys. Bye.